All right. Oh, sorry, I just had a cough. Oh my. Alright. Well, where we left off, we just finished off wave 1 of the Reverberation Ensemble, and we're going to be continuing on that today. Greetings for it, so you popped in, and Gargantua throwing Imp as well. Been a little bit. Whew. Time for wave 2, yes. Hopefully, as you said, I'll have an easier time with it. Honestly, wave 1 wasn't too, but the only one I tried every single one except for, what's his face? Philip. Made a Twitch count, that's pretty peak. You know what's funny? I was actually watching Plants vs. Zombies 2 right before coming on here. Yeah. Oh my god. Whew. Yeah, I'm watching Sea Dog. He's playing through it. And he played like 9 hours of it a couple days ago, so I've been watching his VOD. Oh, but yeah, he's playing the Reflourish mod. I should probably do that someday. Try the Reflourish mod myself, because it adds a bunch of stuff, right? And removes all like the microtransactions and stuff. Definitely have to put it on the list. Anyway, let me launch Ruina real quick though. Woo! That is an AI, yeah. Well, how's PVZ3 looking? I haven't cared to look at it in a long time. Because it's like, PVZ... Sorry. PVZ, like, 3 needs to, like, has a very high bar when it comes to PVZ2, and it just is nowhere near passing it. Last I checked. PVZ3 is better than the PVZ1 remaster. Yeah, didn't that just come out? I haven't seen anything on it. They added fusions to PVZ3, but it's only on Android in the UK. What? Where did the 3D model go? I still have it. I've just been having some fun with a PNG recently. Because I'm lazy. I'll explain it really quick. The 3D model requires me to have like... No. It requires me to have like multiple softwares open, and it like can cause my PC to like... You know, it uses a lot more RAM to run the 3D model. So sometimes... And it just takes a long time to set up. And I have to have my camera on and all that, and I have to make sure I have good lighting. So it's very nice to just have this. So I can just throw it on and just be lazy. To be fair, why is there PNG? Because I'm lazy, and I don't want to set up the 3D model. I've been taking a break from it. LobCorp, are you still alive? I have no idea. We haven't been on LobCorp in a hot minute. We've just been on Ruina, man. It's been nuts. We're almost done, Ruina. Which is crazy to think about. Now, this is a sequel to LobCorp. Library of Ruina. So, yeah. We beat Wave 1 last time. So, you guys mentioned that Chised's floor is probably the hardest in this collection.
Rotisserie chicken.
That's a classic. That is a classic. A classic meme. I still have those shorts. I gotta get back to doing shorts. I gotta get back to doing videos in general. When I get back to videos, it's pretty much all gonna be asymmetrical, though. I have like a bunch of games I want to start making videos on.
Stole my weed. Go, hurry up. Stole your weed? Fucking bitch, I'm gonna kill her. Go get her, baby.
Classic. That's another classic meme.
Okay, so I just shitted my pants on God. I'll be right back.
That's a classic meme as well. That's classic. I suppose I could just hop in and just see. I could read like what Oswald's thing is. Shimmering speed, yes. There's no time for staggering struts. Takes half as much stagger damage from attacks and deflects. Okay, so he's tough to stagger. He doesn't have much health, especially compared to other characters. It's crazy that I'm saying 300 isn't much health, but I mean, we just fought Greta, who has more than 3 times that, so... Sippies, I just took a sip of my monster. An actual real fight similar to Row 2 Star of the City one. Kibera's gets destroyed by Red Mist, yeah. I'd imagine just throw a Meowngust on it, and then you fucking roll. Alright. We could use a helping hand, actually. On the second scene, use the comment page that stupefies the librarian with the highest HP. Once the librarian snaps out of stupefaction, the page will be used in 2 scenes. One does 3 pressure to the stupefied librarian. If he stay free from. Also, there's Mr. Knife. Talking about him a lot. We meet all of you once I begin. Click 1. Following, who's... Okay. So if you... Okay, we restore light if we win that completely. Clash away and he recovers. They fight for Oswald. Wait. Oh, with the highest HP. Can this be redirected though? Like it says it targets, but it doesn't say you can't redirect it initially. So I wonder if I could just do the price of silence strat. Have one person with terrible resistances and ensure they're the one that always gets stupefied. I don't know if that's really worth doing, but it's a possibility. Keep pulling somebody. Also, yeah, just to give you a rundown, we're fighting against like some of the final bosses throughout the entire game. There's been a group of people that have built up and we're fighting against them. So it's pretty much just all back-to-back fights against like boss fights. Yeah, I had a feeling you had no idea what was going on. So basically what I'm doing is Oswald is one of the fights we have to do. You can kind of see him behind there. But I'm looking at what he's doing and trying to think of a team to fight him. Because they all have gimmicks. I'm not gonna lie, I am tempted to do this fight first, though. Against Jaeon. He has Weighty Puppet. I had a feeling Puppet Angelica was gonna be here. Which is fucked. Nimble, okay, so we have a Weighty Puppet, a Puppet, and a Nimble Puppet, and then Puppet Angelica. His Puppeteer gives puppet strings to his puppets over the first 4 scenes. Has no puppet strings or is dead, will not use pages to control said puppet. Protective puppetry. At the start of the scene, gain protection, stagger protection, the number of puppets that are alive, plus the number of puppets that have died while under puppet strings. So we don't want to kill them with puppet strings? Sippies are suck down some monster. Clash Royale, I suppose. Not really, but you know. The whole process of trying to build a good deck, yeah. Does too. So is he like actually just doing stuff through the puppets? Well, he does some stuff manually as well. Jesus, that's a lowest HP, red mark. Mass individual. Ooh. Puppet Angelic probably do something. From emotional bonus, it's fear while having puppet strings will revive after 2 scenes with half its max AP. So we don't want it to have puppet strings. We have to sever the puppet strings. Repress flesh. And okay, some good stuff, and then we know these guys. I'll have to read it, but anyway. I kind of want to do this one first. Yeah. It's actually not bad. Destroy opponent's next die on a clash win. So we have to think about what we want to give Chesed and the team. Oh, yeah, we have all of these. We have all of the previous members we've already killed. It is honestly pretty good. Yeah, it's very hard to... I imagine I'll be able to see it once I'm in. Restream's gone? Yeah, I don't restream anymore. I just directly stream from my software. If they are... Nah, looks like they're normal across the board. I might still end up, I'm not gonna lie, I might still end up bringing your card here, though. No, it's... I always forget how far back this is. I still might use Bamboo Head of Kim here. Yeah, because it doesn't seem like they have any particular weaknesses. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of what to shove on a lot of these. Marbles? I haven't done marbles in a long time. Like I said, for the last while, we've just been focused on Ruina to get through it. Yeah, marbles, yeah, I haven't done that in fucking ages, holy. I gotta throw yays on here. Just said I might give you Nikolai's. You might get Gloria, I think. Where's Gloria? And then who else? Maybe Rudolph's page? Not a bad one. It's a fairly strong team. And we see how it runs. We'll just try that out for now. You got an ad for Google earbuds. That's tough. Let's just give it a go. And see how it goes. Like I said, it's very hard to build when I don't really know what I'm looking for. Oh shit, that's right, I gotta change that. I'll leave it on for now, why not? But yeah, that's right, I gotta fix that for all those decks. What a marvelous sight. This looks like a perfect place to get sentimental over. Hello there. As much as I'd like to treat you to a cup of coffee, the circumstances say otherwise. What a shame. I don't believe said circumstances are relaxed enough for such jokes either. You're being quite tender. Do you always tend to be that soft? If we can't avoid facing each other, there's no need to make it more tense than necessary, now is there? Though I do often hear that I'm carefree. Ah, my nose is like clogged. Don't make me laugh. Is that supposed to humble? It's supposed to be a humble brag. It's still out of pocket that they did this to Angelica. Would you like me to introduce her? No need. I've got the gist of what's going on. This puppet was made after that person, wasn't it? It's a gorgeous piece of work. If I do say so myself, I'd even dare to say it's my magnum opus. Kappa. You also get new music in Braya? Yeah, I looked up the soundtrack for these fights, and I noticed there's different soundtracks for each one, so I was only listening to the Isaiah theme in particular. I noticed there's 4 tracks. So there's going to be one for Braya, and then, oh, what's the third layer called? It's Absoluth or something like that. I'm blanking. And then one more for Keter, I'd imagine. There's going to be 4 different tracks throughout the entire thing. In terms of appearance. If I had to pick, that wouldn't be it. I'm not the sort of man that finds beauty in shapes put together in an arbitrary fashion. Even if a puppet were as beautiful as a master sculpture, I wouldn't love it. I wouldn't love its look in itself. They're neither disgusting nor attractive to me. They simply are. I have no particular feelings about how they look. What do you make your puppets for, then? The thoughts and emotions I hold when I craft them. A resentment towards the city for driving me to this desperation, and a blind anger for the rich. A glimpse of hope that I can bring back my precious son whose life they took. Absolute, that, yeah, I was close. bitterness and a yearning for vengeance toward Roland, the man who rid me of that hope and pushed me to despair. I wrapped the emotions I couldn't outwardly express in a human string and shaped them. I take out the useless chunks of meat and fill their insides with the emotional baggage I'm carrying. I can breathe easy after I indulge in my craft. That's when I feel alive at last. Do you see how dear the puppets are to me now? Stuffing your emotions in them, huh? I don't understand it, but I won't bother giving my thoughts on it. I'm still not very happy about what you did to Roland, though. He robbed me of a person I cherish, so I gave him the same treatment. You said he burned down your whole lab, yeah? Yes, my son was lost in that fire. Not a piece of him left to salvage. Are you trying to express sympathy for me? Nah, we aren't close enough to worry for each other. I was just curious. I wanted to know if vengeance was your only goal in coming here. Although we have minor differences, all the members of our ensemble strive to reach the same place. Vengeance pointed at Roland was only an intersection we happened to come across on our way to it. It was never at the center of my motive. Well, thanks to him, I won't have any regrets making my way through. It's tragic that we all have our own little stories, huh? We can't be free of guilt no matter what we do. That's precisely why one has to focus solely on what they want to do. I too wish for a world in which individuals are free to express the flavors they want to exude. But is that freedom really the kind that frees one from all responsibility of what they do? People want to live for others and can't take a step forward themselves. Burn down the whole lab? Lab isn't here? Labrador's hasn't been here as often. He's been busy. And he's just like, you know, not really interested in Ruina. There's a limitless range of dreams individuals want to bring out. And you must know that the possibility of pursuing your own freedom while you consider everyone else is nothing short of a myth. If one were to take into consideration the width of the potential each person has... Never mind. That's for you to think about after all. It's not the kind of world I want to see. I'm not here for a leisurely debate, so let's get to business now. Yeah, that is a good point. Well then, fellows, as usual, let's receive our guests. Oh, shit. It's time for a little puppetry. Those horde puppets are back. Can we really make it? I'm kind of anxious. The sound alone creeps me out now. We're supposed to defeat them, right? And then, Chisette said something. Alright, so... Oh, what the fuck am I looking at? Brother has 6 speed dice. Okay. Okay. There's your puppet strings. A damage for another second. This is lost. So we have to kill them while they don't have puppet strings. And that doesn't give him strength. And it won't do the thing. Okay. Pretty much have to not... and then Puppet Angelica. Oh god. So most of your things are not doing anything. One puppet string next scene. Okay, so we gotta keep him from doing a lot. There's no point in really hitting you with anything crazy. Puppetry. feel like killing these puppets quickly will be a solid shout. I'm gonna pull this. An iron wall. Trying to think of what I want to do. Oh, wow. Gotta cut those strings. This golden opportunity. Grace the grass. See what this does for me. Ow. Oof. Yes! Yes! Beautiful. He loses some puppet strings. Oof. Yeah, you're gonna get hit by some one-sided attacks. Oh my god, okay. That's not good. There you go. Oh, yes. Oh, you still have puppet strings. Oh. Oh, God. This. You. Or he... But I imagine at this point it's probably best to just focus this guy down. Oh, it's 7. Fuck. This is not going the best, but... Oh, fuck me. Oh. Wow. Roll a 17. Yeah, this is lost. Let's just restart. So I guess it's probably best to just focus Angelica down then. Don't sweat it. I think it's best not to get too nervous. Okay, that was Shased's line. Do they lose strings over time as well, by the way? Like, do they lose one puppet string? Eight damage whenever a stack of the status is lost. Or not lost over time. So we can only do it by clashing with him? Really? Wow. Okay. Once they all have their strings, does he stop giving them strings? God, they have so many dice. You're going completely untested is what it is. Ow. Okay. 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 I think this is already a restart. I'm not gonna lie. Jesus Christ, we haven't won any of these clashes. Fuck off. No. Jesus Christ. We didn't do anything that first turn. Oh my god. Rats. They boost them. Well, yeah, she does, because she has a bunch of fucking passives. Yeah, well, I see what you mean. Fuck. This fight is tough. Have you met before? Is there a possibility of that? Damn, man. I wonder if it's best just to focus one of these guys down. Like, by next scene, we'll probably clash and do our thing. But I don't know. Fuck, I don't know, man. I don't know if the best thing to do is just maybe to focus Angelica or the weighty puppet down right off the rip. Like if I can kill him. Don't need to clash with that. One-sided, that'll win in a clash. Oh, of course you're coming after me, bro. Using such strong things immediately. That's not actually a thing. You can pull that. Okay. Oh, come on, man. Fuck. Who's marked? Oh, you are. You get the strings. Like, I feel... Okay. Because I feel like if we get past this turn... Well, it might take it off him as well. Honestly, I feel like it's best to just keep clashing. I don't really think focusing anybody's gonna do anything for me here. I really don't. Oh my lord. That's something that... Defensive order. Damn it. Four. One. Best I can do. Yep. Oof, come on, man. Bro, 10! Christ! You lost all your strings, which means I can kill you. I can kill you this turn. I know, but even then, they're rolling really high. Shit. Oh, come on, though. Ugh. Yeah, we have plenty of chances to break your thing. Yeah. I mean, that's probably the play there, let's be honest. Actually, you know what? And you have counter dice there. Oh, you have disposal. Either way, energy cycle that. I mean, that's still a one-sided attack, so be it. Coming at me with this. Just ensure he's dead. Not much I can do. Ow. Nice. Ow. Nice. Nice. Nice counters. Bulk impact, he's dead. Countered. Okay. Still just a bunch of counters. Think about this. We'll take it slow. Want to stagger you? We'll snip 3 things of puppet strings right now. Oh, come on, bro. What? Your speed is so fucking high. Holy shit, your speed is so high. Why are you oh my god. Why are you just targeting that? That is so fucking annoying. And you're both attacking the same one. Oh my god. This is bad. Well, I could stagger you, actually. You. Oh. Also, hey, Destroy Man. Sorry, guys. I'm so locked in right now. It's like, fuck. Oh. Staggered. Fantastic. Ooh. Ah. You're dead. Oh no, you have a fucking one turn of resistance. Yes. Ah. No. Yeah, I feel like Oblivion's play. Oh my god. Logging looks insane. 4 strength, oh my god. Okay, well they're both staggered. Wait, he no longer has any strings. Wait, so... Can they literally not die while they have strings? So he can die now. Oh, well, fuck you, bro. Why are you targeting him? Oh. So annoying. And I can't pull it. And you're doing a mass attack because somebody died. Ugh. It's mass individual. Fuck. We're just gonna have to ignore her then. We're gonna lose Kim here, but... Oh, hold on. Splashed on my nose. Okay. You have really strong counter dice. Because I really want to stagger you. I really do. Okay with that. Ha, get fucked. All of you. Yoink! Yep. Nice. The rest of us blocked it completely, though. You're gonna use that mass attack again, though, because we killed one of your boys. Nice. Counts 2 random comment pages on the target speed dice. Is there anybody we're going to be pulling? Probably you, honestly. I wonder if this would be the best one. Or this one. I mean, I feel like that's really good. Target loses 2 speed dice. Yeah, it's so expensive, but fuck it. How do you still have 2 strings, bro? Honestly, Jaeon is almost staggered. Why are you staggered, though, by the way? Are you not doing your mass tech? I mean... And one of those is a guaranteed hit, which is probably gonna stagger you. Yeah, no, that last one is absolutely guaranteed to stagger you. So I feel like after that, just lay into Jaeon, honestly. I can't really do anything else. If I can kill him, I can kill him. Like, honest to God. Might be worth a shot. Logging. Or should I save that? I feel like I should save that. Do deep drag though. An assault order. Multi-slash. Battle command. Steel knuckles. Pop-up blockade. I'm really banking on that staggering you, but it absolutely should. There's no way you don't get staggered this turn, and then we just fucking lay into him. Like, the last one will hit you no matter what. Yeah, see, and that stagger is beautiful. And if we could stagger Jaeon this turn. Yup. 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 Now you have no strings, puppets. Just end it. Munch. Yummy. Boom. Puppeteer done and dusted. Eat my wiener, Jaeon. All right. Well, that is the quote-unquote hardest for Wave 2. Done and dusted, baby. What do we do next, I wonder? I kind of want to do TIFFs. Yeah, because we'll have Myongest for this, for Geb's fight, obviously. So I wonder what I want to throw on if you do not play around the gimmick at all. Let me reread Oswald's stuff. The highest HP once the lever snaps out of... So it seems like we pretty much just gotta, like... Is the best thing to do to just have somebody with, like, I wonder if the best play is literally just to have somebody with shit resistances and have them continuously become stupefied. I can give that a go. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try. In terms of key pages... Yeah. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Yeah, fast. What do you run him, Ray? What is a good fast key page? 2 to 7. All of these are pretty fast. They're very resistant, though. 1 to 8. Ooh. I could just make it like a support person. Two to 7. 3 to 6. Maxim is actually... Damn, Maxim is fast. Huh. I think Maxim would be a good shout, and then just build him to have a lot of haste. Hubert. Hubert, who's Hubert again? I'm blanking. I don't know if I can search that. Oh, an index proxy. Four to 6. Oh, yeah. Okay. Mackie, why don't you throw on that? Oh, I can't do passive attribution. Here, let me exit. Let me do it from here. I'll do that just in case. Then empty bookshelf. Here, don't want fervor. Remain vigilant. No, don't want that either. So, is there like passives for haste? I don't know if I've ever seen that. Obviously, we can't do Myongist. We can't use Meow's page. Well, there's this. Rabbit augmentation and compressed charge stimulated. So I can do something like that and just have something to absolutely go, like, boost my charge an insane amount. Like this and this. Can store up to 20 charges at once. And then just build them with, like... Is it really? I think it really is just a play to build a stupid deck. Charge. Yes, I'm just to maximize charge, but also be very beatable in a clash. Absorb impact. But I don't want to be too defensive. That's the thing. Bulky impact. I don't want to, because I got to remember these are also going to be used against myself. Oh yeah, let me remove that. Don't want to spend charge. Energy cycle is pretty easy to outdo. I don't want to do that. And something like that. I feel like this is the best way to maximize charge, but not really have that good of a combat deck. We should be able to absolutely outplay this. And with Hubert maxing out his haste very quickly, he should be able to always redirect and ensure he's the one that gets stupefied. Thus, we should be able to constantly stagger him, thus staggering Oswald. And Oswald has so little health, I'd imagine we only have to stagger him once. I'd imagine Oswald, we literally just have to stagger him once and we're chilling. Because he will get his ass whooped after that. 300 health, especially with the type of attacks we have now, is not much. Anyway, for the rest of these guys, what do we want to give them? Tans gets target naturally too, yeah. Damn, Gruddy. Wow. I think that was one of the highest, like, health key pages I've seen. 121. Obviously, like, what's-her-face? Yujin has higher, but she starts with, like, super low health. Just flat health, I think that is, like, wow. Highest I've seen. Yeah, we got Puppet Man. We ended up just overpowering him. I killed a couple puppets and I was like, you know what? Fuck your string mechanic. I'm just going to kill you straight up. I have enough damage to do it, and that's what we did. But other than that, Ray. I imagine this is still mostly fine, this Boris page, but I don't know. Kind of want to throw Bremen back on somebody. So is he a good support then? I act at a special card and give Puppeteer shrinks to another ally to hand. 1 strength or endurance at the start of the scene, and their HP won't go below 1. He's a good tank. Like, I'm curious how much of this I can do. I can run Chao's page on Tifrith. That'll probably give me a lot of value with the burn. Ray. We'll see, we'll see. For now, I just want to see if I can do it just, like, on my own. I kind of want to... Should I use that here, or should I save this for Geb's fight? Like, is Geb's fight, like, practically free when you run Meongist? I don't know. So I'm trying to think who I could... If I wanted to, I can run Eileen. If you get Mountain of Corpses with all Irons alive, you win. Oh. So you're pretty much banking to get that and then just making it a 1v1. Yeah, if it's just a constant 1v1 against Tanya and you get Mountain of Corpses on Geb with Meongist, I don't think Tanya would ever be able to outroll that. But I am tempted to revert that. Turtle combustion engine. Only spot for 3 passives. I feel like Sooty Thwack's so good. There we go. And then let's give her a some smoke. Do I still have a smoke? One saved here somewhere? Yeah, I have that one. Remember everything I've saved here. I gotta clear out some of these eventually. But the smoke one was here. But she does have some unique pages, I know that. Where's her unique pages? Gain 7 smoke. On hit, inflict 4 smoke. Oh my god, okay. Move that. Throw that in. There we go. Ray has a bill. Okay, let's see. Let's see how this goes. Let's run it. Tifrith. Oh, actually, lads, just give me a moment. I'll be right back. I gotta take a leak, and then we'll run into Tifrith. See what Oswald is bringing at us. Just give me a sec. Oh, I actually remember I have this. Alright, we're back. Alright. Let's lock back in. But I just want to do that because I know I'm going to have to, do the reading section here. So I wanted to have, drain the lizard before we hop in. Let me check out their passives because I haven't looked at Mr. Knife and Miss Mermaid either. You have speed. So it's droid performed for your side. Is defeated. It also takes 40 stagger damage at the end of scene. Okay. Okay, so killing you does stagger damage to Oswald. Knife barrage. Ooh. Guillotine. Crosscut. Damn, okay, you're some good cards. Miss Mermaid. And yeah, now this passive makes sense. Now this passive makes sense. A lot of counter dice. And also himself has a mass summation, which is a 20. Not too bad. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, I was like, wait, is Oswald in this fight? But it's very weird that Miss Mermaid is just in Bremen's fight. Like, I guess Bremen and Miss Mermaid were good friends. Sniff, sniff. This place has an unfamiliar scent in the air. Down there is a river that looks like a very large stream containing blueberries and juice mountain snake berries. An olfactory mixture of mint and clove would make a stingy scent like this. This stage has a blindly sparkly rust, a stark contrast from ours. Splendid! I couldn't ask for a better place to prepare for a grandiose performance. Don't you think so, Mr. Knife? Roman just borrowed a puppet gear, Miss Mermaid and the other members. Yeah, I've noticed he just borrowed one from everybody else. It's very odd. What a noisy guest. Oh! 2 yikes and a half! My heart almost popped out of my eye hole! Are you an audience? Just a guest? Or maybe a fellow clown to help out with our show? I'm taking a second look, and there's more of you. Are you guys, Matryoshka doll? In secret? Let's see. 1, 2? Way too many to count. Now just one moment. Take a look at this. Miss Mermaid is lifting her microphone high in excitement. Pretty much a little lonely, hard to make friends when you're just 3 animals. Yeah. To be fair, he had friends, but we killed them all a long time ago, actually. So, I guess he has been a bit lonely. You're getting nowhere with your frantic speech, so could you please stick to one topic at a time? And you be the guest here, if we're being, pedantic. A clown can't be in charge of producing his own show, you know? That's showbiz to you, miss. I don't get what's so funny. Now, why don't we sniff each other's wrists in a true fashion of clown-to-clown communication ritual? I wore a whiff of peppery scent today. Well, wait, you startled me. It's rude to stick your face into others without asking. Do you understand? Yeah, how cold! People these days are way too stuck up. We're entering a moist era where laughter runs dry. People get so easily upset over tiny things. Sob, woe is me. If a clown can't be filled with laughter, they'll flop like a deflated balloon. Oh my god. Anger is a natural human emotion, though. It's not natural! Only those who carry some kind of hopes and dreams make such stinky candies. Expectations for a bar of chocolate, a hamster, objects, the weather, other people, and for themselves. They arbitrarily entertain the expectations and make the candies without even getting a nod from the one they have their hopes on. And won't even eat their candies themselves. Because they know that their own candies taste awful. So instead, they put them in the mouths of others. More expectations means more foul-smelling candies. They hold those balls of stench in their arms, looking to shove them in someone else's stomach. Then, how is one supposed to live a life without any expectations? Did a blade of grass ask for you to have them? Did the gentle sun allow you to have them? Who in the world told you that it's right to hold expectations? That tingles my mouth almost as much as a celery leaf does. Oh, how hilarious. When you don't hold expectations, you get to see more eyesores. When you don't have anger, you get to enjoy zestier and bitterer flavors. Treat everything like a rolling ball. You cheer for wherever the sphere decides to go. If you truly wish for the good of other people, why don't you stop holding expectations and just laugh with them at their side? Everyone who lives here is a clown. Clowns can't survive without feeding on each other's smiles, you see? I see your point. You're right. Holding expectations for someone isn't always a good thing for them. While I can't fully agree with your opinions, I admit that there are parts that I can't completely disregard. I just want to make a world full of laughter, one where everybody can laugh without a care. Frowny faces are just too scary. However, to hold expectations is to trust that person. You're simply running from the fear of failing to meet the expectations of others. Am I? Is that a crime to wish for happiness? Since when was it a bad thing to wish for a world where all people can laugh? Whatever. I guess we have different kinds of laughters we want to display in our shows and performers. You're no different from us folks in that you run a show hoping to make sure people smile the smile you want to see. Let's begin the performance to make another clown laugh. That's enough introduction. Shall we begin playing on the tongue now? Yeah, in your language, we have to fight to protect the stages we stand on. The show is about to begin. You aren't terrified, are you? They look similar to the two of those animals we received some time ago. Feels as if we're in a circus. We have to do this, I suppose. Think you can be our match with such a sluggish movement? Alright. There's a mod to make the game harder that replaces Bremen's borrowed enemies with stronger versions of Meow, Oink, and Moo Moo. Yeah, well, to be fair, that would be more fitting. Alright, well, it is time to... I'd imagine the best move is just to kill the guys immediately. Because he's not going to stupefy immediately, yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at all your cards. Let me see. Winding chain. Actually, pull that. Send it. Nice! I restored too late because of that. Ow! Yeah. I expect it. Oof! Okay, brah. 11 burn. Okay. Mass attack? Excuse me? Jesus. You get stupefied immediately? No, next scene, so I can hit this guy again. I might just take that right on the head. Fuck it. Try pretty much all of us anyway. Whatever. Ow. Ow. Ow! Oh yeah, well never mind. That's a stupefy. I'll give that to... So now, if we stagger you, Oswald will take stagger damage. And all you can do is these. Too feeble? I can ignore that. I probably ignore that too. Pull that. Staggered, fantastic. Nice. Oof. Okay, Mr. Knife is staggered. Axang, some for reason, has 4 to 5 speed. That's pretty good then. Oh fuck, you're out of shit. Thankfully you're not doing anything. You're doing very little. Most likely out hit that. You kill. You want me to counter dice? Yeah, you gotta just take some damage there. Oof. Oh my god, that's stagger damage. Nice. Oh god, I Oswald had a line there. Oh, I didn't stagger him in time. Okay, well, either way, we're getting to the point where once we kill Miss Mermaid, Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Yes. Deep drag. Ah, damn it. You should be staggered here. Yes. Boom. This mermaid's dead. It's the beings who only wish to bring something. That isn't really useful. Destroy all remaining dice. That's probably pretty good. Penance is probably pretty good. Target all characters. No. Probably just do in the name of love and hate as a mass summation. So, let's see. Well, we gotta outroll you, and then obviously kick the shit out of Oswald now, I suppose. It's really the only thing we can do left. Trace fumes. Do that, and then that. Oh. Oh, why was one of those? Oh yeah, one of those was one-sided. Fuck. Oh. God, you're gonna die from burn. Wait, it doesn't target him? Oh, okay. I have to target him, then it targets both. Okay. He absolutely gets hit by that. But other than that, I might just take that hit, honestly. This one. Guidance of the Earth, just in case. Estimation. Bop. Oh, I just killed him. No. Shit. Shit, you're probably gonna take this hit. Yeah, a couple of people take that hit. Nice, that should seal a couple dice. Nice. More burn. Oh my god. Well, he's dead at the end of this turn, guaranteed. But he only has 2 health and 2 speed dice sealed. I mean, isn't that just game over? There's not really much you can do about that. He's crippled. I snapped his legs. Get wrecked, brother. I mean, it doesn't really mean anything, but whatever. I know this is unnecessary, but I like to do it because it's fun. He's most likely dead right here now anyway. Boom! The spotlight was mine. Curtain call for the reception of the 8 o'clock circus. Get fucked, Oswald. evaporated, kid. Let's have some fun as the page. Oh, okay. There's Oswald done. Now we have one more. And it is Tanya on Geb's floor. Funny page indeed. Alright. Let me go here. Let me pull up this just so I can remove Red Mist and Meal's Prowess. Then we give Geb Red Mist page and we throw on Mjolnirgist. Where is... Oh, Meal's page. What else did I have on her? I can't remember. I think I have Fervor as well. It was Fervor and then a Pierce, I think. Oh, why am I blanking on how you spell Pierce? How much is Fervor? Oh, I can't do both then. I could do that though, just because obviously one of our main attacks is gonna be, as Geb is gonna be the fucking thingy-majig. Spear, spear, spear. One of these, one of those. Source 2 light, draw 1 page. 3 level slashes, and then I believe I had like a frontal assault on. Although, probably isn't really that necessary considering I have this. So I might do another Focus Spirit. Anyway, I think it's pretty good. We have Mjolnirgist on this. What else do we want to throw on? What do I want to wear? What do I want to throw on? I can throw on this. I can give you Jan's. Oswald's page is spam faint and do funny. I'll have to see. Obviously, we are going to do some modded stuff after this, so I'll probably get... Well, we obviously have to do the Keter thing, and I imagine these are going to be crucial for doing the Keter realization, but also getting more use out of these in modded fights will probably be pretty interesting. What do I want to throw on you? I'll probably give you Allen's. And then for you, what do I want to give you? Also, you have, yeah, After Image. I'll remove that, I think. Let me just remove that now. After Image. And then what did I have on? Aside from that. Can't remember what I had. Might have been faint. I'm not 100% sure. Probably something cheap. Was it Fleet Edge? I might go Feint, though. I feel like Feint is better in that regard. Obviously, we only get value to the last one, but whatevs. I suppose the 2 Pierce will give it value. Anyway, and then Evangeline. What do I want to give you? Maybe Dong Huang, something like that. We can give this a go. Just see. Obviously, the main thing is going to be Geb here. All right. Let's do it. Let's lock in. So it's against Tanya. Let's actually read what she does here now. Have a dinner with Mountain of Corpses, yeah. And if the strategy is really just to go Mountain of Corpses, then technically what we throw on these guys doesn't really matter. Because they're all gonna die anyway, to fuel Geb's insatiable bloodlust. Alright, so Tanya, you're 500 HP, 350 stagger, 3 to 9 speed. Damn! Shimmering Nouveau Fabric, Hour of the Wolf. At the start of the scene, if there are no targetable enemies, purge untargetable effects from all enemies and give those that had those effects 2 protection and stagger protection instead. Time for round 2. When HP drops to 1, fully recover HP and stagger resist and purge all status ailments. HP cannot reach 0 before this occurs. Once per act. Endurance. Okay, so we kill her once, she gains all her health back, and she goes into a phase 2. Fisticuffs. Not bad. Target's current die cannot be recycled. Do 3 damage to target. 6. Ooh. Kicks and stomps. That one's a bit scary. Overspeed. Speed is higher than the target's. All dice on this page gain 6+5. Oh my god, okay. Definitely. Ooh, that's scary. Only beatdown and overspeed are actually scary. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Intimidate. Game of next scene on hit. Lupine Onslaught. Dyson's page and the page clashing with it are unaffected by power gain or loss. Ooh, okay, so Myungus doesn't work when clashing against this. Interesting. Cannot be redirected. This page is used against all enemies. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing what you're putting down. Guess how much light the player version of Overspeed costs? If I had to guess, a 3 cost, give or take. That's my solid guess. 5 costs, checks out. I kind of undersold it because you made me think it was going to be something ridiculously cheap for what it is. But 5 honestly makes sense for a card like this, because that is a lot. Like, if the effect of this card actually goes through, that is a lot of damage on those hits. Also, one thing I want to point out, it's really cool that we are fighting her now. Like, keep in mind, when we first met Tanya, she, like, soloed the entire Kuromuro, or, like, a large chunk of the Kuromuro clan. She soloed them. So it's very interesting to get to the point where it's like, yeah, we're fighting her now. It's basically the most expensive non-objet d'art. I could see that. Anyways, let's get to it. Well, hey, you got the same kind of scent as me, huh? You should get your nose checked then. One is a slaughter-crazed wolf, and the other is a hunter tracking it down. You got a ragtag band of dummies to fight me, huh? Do I look like a joke to you, or what? Tanya, I understand you're a badass and all that. Do you know who you're fucking talking to? Okay, let's just say that. Still, the highlight of the match is the woman who was once called the Red Mist. This ought to be fun. Everyone I meet keeps bringing up that title. Aren't you tired of putting me on a pedestal at this point? No way, hun. People would be getting shocked to learn that the great legend is doing menial labor in a place like this. How's your inhuman strength doing these days? I only heard stories about it, so I've been itching to see it in action. Is strength the only thing you value? Yup, no reason not to bow down to folks who are... Yup, no reason not to bow down to folks who are stronger than you. What do you think people who lack such strength should do then? The weak? They gotta find ways to survive on their own. You obey the strong, or you get killed by them. Either or. Someone will keep you safe if you serve them like a good little pup. Project Moon. I think I know what your taste in women is. I've been getting an inkling from how you write some of your woman characters. There's way too many where I'm noticing a pattern. You guys like to be stepped on. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Hey, I'm not judging. Let's be honest. Got to go back to old Custom Night? Nah, my friend. I'm retired from that game. I don't play it anymore. Is what it is. There won't be an end to a struggle fought with physical strength. It'll be a constant series of gory battles. Even the victor can't be at ease in such a world. Those who act in their own interest can lose everything by the same means at any time. Is it really right to possess strength if it's only used to take from others? Why see that as stealing, gal? This is just how the world is. And the ones best adapted to it come out on top. Simple as that. Adapt or die. If you can't, you either become food or fall behind until you're wiped out. The so-called apex predators are the creatures best fit to survive in this ecosystem. Ain't that the truth? That's how humans have always lived. So I make a big fuss about it now. You're gonna find more in Limbus, don't worry. Wait, what? Find what? Sorry, I'm missing the context. I'm sure it was meant to do something I was just talking about, but I kind of blanked. Just remind me what I was talking about. That's how humans have always lived. Yep. Strength is the most important, honest, and clear way to express yourself. More women like Tanya and Gab. Okay, so Project Moon has a continued track record. Look, here's the thing. I'm not judging. I don't mind a woman that could kick your ass, okay? There's some fun in that. So I understand the taste, Project Moon. I ain't judging. I prove that I'm stronger than you, and that's it. No tricks or lies involved. I want a world where power means everything, and that's why I'm helping Mr. Orchestrator. Bro, Geb's soundtrack in the background just goes so hard. Also, welcome back to Press Calculator. Oh, I guess you've got your own reasons and causes to bring up as well. For the sake of others, making the world peaceful or whatevs. Not like I want to hear them. You probably looked at all the people hopelessly dying and want to do something for them out of pity or anxiety. But the truth is, the city folks are doing fine without you. You didn't seriously expect everyone in the city to gladly take the gift you forcibly handed them and hear thanks, did ya? And look at you now, ruining the daily lives of innocent people to resume your plan. It's true, we can't glorify what we've done as deeds for the people. I know that. I'm not entirely proud of our actions. That's what I've been ruminating on. I suppose it's not something you need to know, though. We simply need to do what suits where we stand. Yep, both you and I are doing this for our own satisfaction and desires. And that's about it. Claiming to stand for a higher cause is just an excuse. We both have things we have to protect or take. If you got it, let's get this started. Alright, let me see how strong the fabled Red Mist really is. We can't just rely on Miss Kabira to handle everything for us. Well... Alright, Kabira, ma'am. Shall we begin? You're right. Everyone ready? Yeah, kind of. I'm frankly a bit nervous. Yeah. Let's do this how we used to. Oh, ba 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 ba. I was gonna say, well, actually. Oh, well. I can clash against that with infinity. Oh no, I cannot redirect that. Okay, bro, you're just going purely after Geb. Well, I'm gonna just one-sided attack the shit out of you. All really high rolls. If we get Mountain, that is absolutely gonna be what we do. Geb's gonna take a hit. Is what it is. And then we'll just kick the shit out of her with one-sided attacks. Ba 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 ba. Dun 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 dun. So we outroll you there. That'll reduce costs of that. Yeah, you're about to take some hits. Yeah, counter die blocks a couple, which is good. And on that, we get through your counter dice, and then we just kick the shit out of you. Tanya should now get jumped, absolutely. Okay, now you're targeting on other people. Okay, this one will not be affected. I will pull that. Then this, I'll pull that. And continue to kick the shit out of her. Nice. Good. I feel like Vampirism will probably be very good for Geb. Because she's hopefully going to be applying a lot of bleed. Yeah. Because, yeah, look, she has a lot of bleed. So, Geb is going to restore health and deal more damage. She's another dice. Block that as much as you can. This. Draw a page. Inflict bleed. Oof. Oof. There we go. You're in awakened state. Nice! Fully deflected that. Give your counter dice more power. We got a bot. Let me kill it. There we go. Executed indeed. Mass attack. Oh. Wait. Oh, it's used against all enemies, but it's not a mass attack. That's a bit scary, though. Hmm. 235. Oh my god, man. By 12. Well, it doesn't really clash against it, though, does it? Shit. This is gonna hurt. Oh, this is gonna hurt like a son of a bitch. Oof. Ow! Oh! Staggered. Oh! Jesus, that attack. Ow! Shit. You're the only one who can block this. Get another strength. Combat start, give more strength. Unlock 3. Oh! Oof. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you don't have it. That bleed is also going to hurt you real bad. Manifest Ego recovers everything? Oh yeah, shit. Good point. Mimicry. They should stagger. We should stagger her. I'll just say that just in case. Actually, no, because... Staggered. Fantastic. And you get hit by it again. Ego manifested. Okay, now we get to the next phase. The rest of the act, so she just has 2 strength and endurance. Okay. Easiest fight the ensemble. I could definitely see that. I don't want to hold on to mimicry though. Maybe Bena's or Oswald's might be easier. Actually, you draw Page. Yeah. Spear. Hello? No, sir. Boom. Oh! Oh! Mound of corpses. Holy fuck! What? I don't have a lot of cards though, that's the only thing. Oh, actually, hold on. I gotta be careful about what I swing at here. Because that's unaffected by power. That's all I can do. Oh my god. Nullify stagger damage. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Holy fuck. Oof, oof. I don't have mimicry. Oh, that's all I can do. Staggered though. GG. Beat me fair and square. Can't complain about a good display of strength. Layer to loop down. Give her still knuckles. Is that an Abno page? Beat down and overspeed. God damn. Alright. Well, we just did both of those in one like we did the whole second wave in one sitting, and we get all of our stuff back for Bina and Hakma. Now, obviously, Argalia is Keter floor, so 32,250 gilded chips, nice. Who is who? Maybe Blood Red Knight against Bina and Pluto against Hakma? Yes. I got that right. The Vermilion Cross. I remember this person was mentioned. Yeah, I remember they mentioned this. Vermilion Cross was with Section 1 of... It was like they were with Section 1 of Hana when they went to fight the Reverb Ensemble. So it definitely seems like Elena took the Vermilion Cross under her wing, as you would say. Because I do remember... I believe that was mentioned when they were talking about Section 1 of Hana. That they went with them. That's what I'm remembering, anyway. Not much going on with your descriptions. And then Pluto is going to be against Hakma. Yup. He's immune to everything. Fantastic. He's going to be a very gimmicky fight, I can tell. We'll start. Alright. So obviously that'll be Saturday's goal. And then we'll probably do Keter. I should start saying Keter. That's the better way to pronounce it. What cards you can play? Okay, so it's very much on brand for Pluto then. You said one of these. I remember a while back you mentioned one of these fights is actually a bit tough. I wonder which one it is. I'll figure it out eventually. I'll figure it out, I'd imagine. But anyway, that is all I want to do for the... I'm not going to start another one of these fights tonight, but I will probably do some lore reading, because it's been a while since we've done that. So, we did Urban Nightmare. I think we finished that up, yes. So you're on Star of the City. Let's read a couple of these. Pluto's your favorite one in the ensemble? Very much looking... It looks like a very interesting fight, I'll say that, so we'll see how she goes. Anyway. Let's get some reading in, shall we? Let me just lower this. And we'll do some reading. Leo Association is a battle-oriented fixer association specializing in all-out combat. We receive requests from the wings and fight great battles for them. Some may see the Liu's fighting style as old-fashioned, but we get frequent requests from those who want strong-willed and determined warriors. Most requests that come our way aren't complicated. 9 out of 10 are resolved by simply marching towards enemies and defeating them in battle. It doesn't require specific strategies or certain personnel. We're the Liu, the association that solely exists for war. That doesn't mean war is the only type of request we accept. After all, a fixer is free to take any request. The catch is that all requests must be reported to the Hana Association after you deal with them. The report must include the details of the request, the client's info, how the case was resolved, and any other relevant information. Once the report has been submitted, Hana Association will assess the performance of the office and its fixers, and evaluate them for promotion or demotion. That's how the grades of offices and fixers are updated. Therefore, fixer's grade doesn't necessarily correlate with strength. One last thing I'd like to add is that there is a line fixers shouldn't cross. A fixer may advertise themselves or their office to get more requests, but they should not threaten people to give requests to them. This is an area handled by the Hana Association and OFI Association, a specialist in dealing with transactions, of course. Associations should have to worry about running out of requests in the first place. Shouldn't have to worry, okay. Lowell's page. Zhao was a cold person who wouldn't easily show her feelings. Even though the Liu consists of those who only face forward and never express any emotion in battle, Zhao was especially hard-edged above the rest. I came to wonder if she was capable of possessing emotions at all. Her tone was dry in the most upsetting situations, and she seemed apathetic to the loss of several colleagues, never showing her emotions or response anything, but thoroughly looking after herself. That was my impression of Zhao. I thought the path Zhao was walking was completely different from mine. We disagreed on every aspect, from strategies to personalities. I thought my relationship with her would stay a formal relation between two co-working directors of an association. I don't remember when and how we got so close to each other. I couldn't be bothered to push away the person who naturally came to my side. We started spending more time together outside of work. People intersect one another somehow. Though, I have no clue how our paths managed to converge, or what about the past led them to cross. One thing I can say for certain is that our relationship isn't a superficial bond between two directors. We need each other because we cherish each other, not the other way around. Can you really call it love if you only cherish your significant other because you need something out of them? At the very least, I don't think of Zhao as an object of exploitation or gratification. However, I know that preaching love is utterly meaningless in this city. A fixer should never be carried away by emotion. I know well that a person at a position as high as mine should be extra careful. I've seen countless fixers who brought private matters to the office grounds only to meet undesirable results. The moment you get swayed by someone you cherish, you lose yourself. You neglect your own safety. When a human, a creature that always puts itself above all else, loses their edge because of what they hold dear and places higher priority on it over their own life, the consequences will be grim in any case. Knowing this, I decided to remind ourselves of one thing when we plighted our troth. Whatever happens to each other, we won't put ourselves at risk. As I thought, Zhao agreed plainly and rightly. She didn't keep that promise, though. I could trust in Zhao, and I was glad to have this person as my lifelong partner. It was reassuring to know that Zhao wouldn't throw away her own life if I ever died. Focus on my own survival, even in a mortal peril. Perhaps my heart has grown stronger since I met her. Having her next to me was already a great help to me at that point. Hydrate. I'm out of my drink. I'm out. Alright. Cecil's page. The Liu is an association that specializes in warfare. We work as a single goal of victory. Work for the single goal of victory. However, victory isn't necessarily won in battle. The ideal course of action begins by identifying the reason the enemy intends to fight in the first place. Next, we break the enemy's will. Only then we launch an attack on enemy forces. Even when war is inevitable, we mustn't hope for victory after starting the war. Secure a path to victory before engaging in warfare. The Liu engages in battles that are already won, with a strategy that is fated to lead us to triumph. We face enemies that are fated to lose. In other words, we don't participate in a war that cannot be won. Blindly charging into the fray isn't always the path to victory. And while strategizing allows you to look ahead and see where victory lies, it doesn't ensure that we will reach it. Therefore, it's crucial to assess the strength of the ally and the condition of the enemy before you determine if you should advance or retreat. It's up to the director of each section, our leaders, basically, to decide what to prioritize and what to discard. For instance, Director Lowell is extremely cautious. He's not hesitant to retreat and recognize his forces if there's a slight disadvantage. On the other hand, Director Zhao tends to push forward as long as there is an opportunity to count on. But she isn't reckless about it. She designs elaborate strategies that will overcome the odds. Director Lowell's choices aren't always wise, and Director Zhao's choices don't always result in a smooth victory, but the two work their hardest within their abilities. Outside of weapons and martial arts, the most important thing that provides us with protection is our clothing. It might look like a fancy suit with golden decorations at first glance, but you know a fixer's attire is no ordinary clothing. Yeah, it's specific silks. That's one thing I always assume when it comes to people like this. I know their suits are all made out of high quality silks. Hire section to wear clothing adorned with the Moonlight Stone, M-Corp singularity. Of course, the Liu doesn't have the exclusive right to use it, so you can see it on the clothes of other fixers and syndicate members too. The Moonlight Stone emits a golden glint, and you either gild your clothes with it or make ornaments out of it. So the golden engravings are part of M-Corp singularity. Interesting. Obviously, I don't know much about M-Corp. So, yeah. Moonlight Stone mitigates or shuts off psychological affliction induced from all kinds of mental attacks, pressure, interference, and all that, whether it's caused by seeing, hearing, or feeling something, or direct assault on the mind. Although, I don't really know how the stone works, they said it amplifies a single purpose or thought, making people forget the mental pain coming from outside, or fortifying the mind as if it's surrounded with a giant barrier. It's all thanks to the clothing that we don't panic when we saw the crying children, a distortion. So it gives them like mental protection. Favorite faction? Oof, I don't even know, man. That's a tough choice. Has a lot of emotion mechanics, yeah. It's probably like a specific, like, I wonder if it probably doesn't necessarily stop, like, I wonder if like it considers like a mental attack and emotion two different things. That's the only way I could like think of it. Moonlight Stones are very popular, I'd imagine, if they can do that all that. My favorite factions so far, honestly, I might have to give it to the Index. Because the Index is just, I just find them so interesting. But I will say it is a very hard choice. They've done a good job at making all the factions like really cool. Alright, and then we'll do the Thumb, shall we? A Blade lineage? Yeah, I just don't know too much about them. That's the only thing. There's like obviously the only thing, at least I know about them, is from the general reception. I don't know if there's more to them in Limbus Company. We'll see when we get to that. Which we're going to be getting the Limbus Company very soon, which is crazy to think. Thumb Soldato's page. The thumb is the most cultivated and humane of the 5 fingers. Just be polite and know to respect others. But then, why did the thumb top the list of syndicates? One would never want to get involved within a survey for fixers conducted by the Han Association. Jesus, that was a long sentence. In spite of such good manners, the reason is simple. Hierarchy is absolute for the thumb. To us, it's natural as the fact of nature that split blood only flows downwards, not up. One is expected to give unconditional obedience to a higher authority. That's where the relative courteousness of the thumb comes from. Yeah, we know this. For Library Renuia, I'd say Thumb is your fave. Yeah, I could. Thumb is up there for me as well. Thumb is really cool. I really like the Thumb. It's very close between Index and Thumb. I'm not gonna lie. The Index is just religious people following random TikTok trends. Yeah, the thing I think the Index really shot up in my like how much I like them when we found out what prescripts are. Like after finding out where they come from, they immediately shot up to being one of my favorite factions because it's like, wow. I remember because I remember when we were going through. I remember I was just in shock the whole time. It's like, I get it. I get why they're religious fanatics now because it's like, how do you explain that? How do you explain that that's even possible? So I became a lot more intrigued in them. Kalos page. Capo de Capi, Godfather, Sotocapi, Underboss. Capo, Captain, and Soldado, Soldier, Goodfella. So, Calo was an underboss. He's one rank below the top of the top. Which, yeah, I was kind of expecting that. I had a feeling underboss was like the second highest rank you could achieve. And then the Capos, which are these guys. And then the Soldiers. Interesting. So, yeah, we killed like all these guys are very high ranking within the Thumb. The Thumb is divided into these 4 echelons. This hierarchical structure is still effective outside of the syndicate. For example, a common fixer is compared to a soldato, an associate fixer to a capo, a board member of a wing to a sottocapo. That is how the hierarchy is to be interpreted. No outsider is exempt from this rule, no matter how you usually behave. You must remember your place and respect our rules when you're dealing with a Thumb. Yes, because I remember Calo mentioned that because Angela is the director of a Star of the City class, thing, she outranks him. So would Angela's rank, according to the Thumb, be similar to a Capo de Capi? I wonder, because, like I said, Cal said, you're higher ranked than me. It seems like the only rank higher than him is literally Capo di Capi. If a young oblivious fixer walks up to a capo and speaks to them, that poor Picotto will be rolling in the street the next day with their jaw and teeth missing. On the other hand, someone with the right level of authority or person of a higher class will be a different story. Person on the same echelon as ours were to approach us, we gladly greet them and hear what they have to say with an open mind. Conversations with them are to be conducted with courtesy and decorum. Furthermore, if the person you're dealing with stands on a higher echelon than yours, they must be treated with utmost devotion and delicacy. Such is the rule of ours, and the respect to their position. Don't be too bitter over it. Indeed, class is earned, not given for free. It's only right to give it the respect it deserves. Is the leader of Starve City? Yeah, that's what it definitely seems. Based on what he said during, the reception, it definitely gives off the idea that Angela's probably on the same rank as that, yeah. Okay. Boris. Man, I've heard a lot about Boris in the fact that originally he was supposed to have a distortion boss fight, and apparently Project Moon removed it because it was too disturbing. And I just have to ask, what the fuck is too disturbing for this game and this universe? Honestly, that just breaks my heart, because now the curiosity will kill me to the day I die. Get new tongues in other parts? Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just sad. We lost. Maybe one day I'll meet the Project Moon people and I'll ask them what the intention was. Because oh my god, that curiosity is going to eat away at me. What could this guy have distorted into that would have been too disturbing for this game? Like, that's a very high bar. The thumb uses various types of bullets. We pick the right ammo for the right situation, but, as you can guess, the price of those bullets is a serious drawback. Not even the thumb, one of the 5 fingers sitting at the apex of the back streets, can just waste bullets willy-nilly. That's how costly it gets. You can't get trigger happy because of that. The thumb fight with the bayonet and buttstock of their guns most of the time, and only fire bullets when it's absolutely necessary. The buttstock is built to be solid enough to crush most things to a pulp, and the bayonet is pretty handy as a sword. Some just stick to raw strength, though. Oh no, here's the thing. Steam allows straight up fucking pornography, so I don't think it's that. I think it's something they chose they didn't really want to put in the game, because I think they said it was too far. And they've already, they literally have a card in this game that is kind of like Curb Stomp. So I don't think they're afraid of having crushing things. Because like I said, I think the Stray Dogs literally have a card where you stomp on somebody's head to crush it in. So it's a mystery for the ages, I suppose. What would you have distorted into in Project Moon's mind? I hope to find out one day. Catriel! Another waifu. Pour something about a hydraulic press, yeah. Thumb's chain of command is simple. Obey the orders issued by your superior unconditionally, and do not question the intentions of your superior. Kill if you're told to kill, and die if you're told to die. You cannot defy the orders no matter how baffling it may seem. Those who violate them are punished on the spot, even if the order is made by someone whose rank is only one step higher than yours. You're still obligated to follow it. There's nothing you can do about it, unless another person whose position in the pecking order is even higher than your commander's decides to step in and take your side. There's one exception, however. It's when a high-ranking individual temporarily devolves their power to a subordinate of theirs. Usually, this occurs if they have urgent business that prevents them from joining a meeting, or when they need their peer to know something that the subordinate can explain more professionally. It's still a rare occurrence. Even then, no one transfers their authority for the fun of simulated uprising or other trivial reasons. That's how significant the hierarchy is to us. So, a capo can give a soldato the the power of a capo and allow them to speak to capos directly. Or in the same vein, an underboss can give a capo the power of an underboss temporarily. and Dennis. Even in a powerful syndicate, weaklings exist. Cowardice can surface among the strong, and chaos can ensue from the most faultless rules. Not everyone in the Thumb can abide the rules without a slip-up. What happens when one violates the rules? If someone is trying to disrupt the hierarchy, they will be purged in a few days. It doesn't matter if it's a member of the syndicate or an outsider. Every person must abide by the rules. The degree of violation is irrelevant. That doesn't decide the weight of the purge. The only thing that matters the most is the fact that they showed insolence. The lesson is marked with blood so that no one dares to break the rules again. That's the most important one. It might seem like nitpicking, but there's one basic principle to remember. Don't get on the nerves of your superior. It's such an elementary part of the basic decencies for human relationships, yet so many people seem to be oblivious of this. Yeah, it's fitting that they talk about punishment on Dennis's page, because if I remember correctly from a lot of the, Thumb cutscenes, it seems like Dennis was the main one to punish people. Like, it felt like he did it a lot, compared to other people. These are short. We can do Kane Office as well. Why not? Let's just do one more, and then we'll wrap up. The Night Owls went to the library to escape the purging? Yeah, I remember that. Did a lot of punishing. Yeah, because I remember Boris did it at least once as well. Anyway, Nemo. I love Nemo. He was awesome. We live in turbulent times when wings are destined to fall behind in the market if they don't respond to patent disputes effectively, big or small. It's one of the reasons patent wars are that much important. Those mega corporations sue one another for patent infringement or accuse one another for stealing their patent. Yeah. Nintendo. Us small fries can watch the giants clash without worrying about getting caught in the crossfire. In fact, we benefit from such conflict. There are unspoken rules that you need to remember to keep your stake in a patent war. One must patent their technology separately for areas outside of the nest or other domain under their jurisdiction. One must avoid admitting to infringement before carefully reviewing the lawsuit. The rights to a technology cannot be protected if its details were publicized through advertisements or such before the patent was registered, etc. Patent wars break out for so many reasons. I'll take a day and a half to list them out. It'll take a day and a half to list them out. Martina's page. Notarization is the process of drafting a document to officially certify a deal between two offices in case things happen. A notarial act is fairly powerful, though these documents can verify various facts and secure executory force, meaning if one side doesn't carry out their part of the contract can't be enforced on them. There's no need to argue about who is to blame. Notary acts exist to stop unnecessary disputes from occurring, and it's the job of notary public offices like Kane Office to help with that. Oh, and the city is divided into domains. It's similar to how the Zwei Association sets territories for policing. It's fair to expect at least one notary public office in every domain. This isn't to say that you can only use the notary public in your domain. If you can't find a notary public, or if the office isn't functional for whatever reason, you can always go to other domains, though it costs a bit more. A lot of people still choose the latter, since they need to get business done in a hurry. Not every notary public office has the same level of professionalism, after all. Embada. Contracts should be signed on equal terms with the consent of all parties involved, and the offices must fulfill the terms of the contract following the mutual agreement. It's a societal boundary that keeps us humans from betraying each other's trust, as we must coexist. Although these principles are rather abstract, they exist to prevent anyone from devising lowly schemes and ensure that every party gets just benefits. The head's rules don't cover every small detail, so you can say this is a necessary addition to fill those gaps. Remember correctly, Dennis had a smile or something similar in their attack animation. Most prominent in Summary Judgment with the last dice. Somewhere where he shoots point blank. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I will say, Boris... Oh, you mean... yeah, Dennis, never mind. I would say Boris seems psychotic. I mean, they're all a bit psychotic, is what it is. But we've read... Ah, you know what? I can do the whole first... I can do the whole first layer. Just have it done. I'll finish the whole first layer. This is for sure the last one. As the gears turn, our priorities are put in motion. Though gears are indispensable for meat gears. The introduction seems terrifying, but thought gears are said to feel much more satisfaction than meat gears do as time passes. Actually, I'm not sure if a thought gear can still think like a human. They say thought gears are honored to be serving the role, but perhaps it's only a made-up story told by the worshippers who hadn't completely gone awry, wishing to free themselves of what little guilt they had. The words I sometimes hear aren't heard through my ears. The gear guides my body as it rotates, as if it's entering commands into my brain. Though that matters not. We are able to live thanks to the help of the thought gears. We're no longer lost, unable to find a way ahead. Even if there is no path to take, it tells me where to place my next step. Very good. And then obviously we'll have to do all that. Yeah, and it's pretty much just their pages. So index proxies is where we will continue on next time. But anyways, lads, that is pretty much going to wrap it up for tonight. Insane progress tonight. We did 3 of these fights, / the entire second wave, all in one stream. So there's a good possibility, depending on how hard Haku and Bina are, on Saturday, we might finish this whole reception. I'm hoping so, because after that, I'd imagine it's pretty much just the Keter realization as the last thing in the game. And we'll have to get into that. We're going to have to build the most disgusting, broken floor of all time to fight it. But that is for a later date. For now, have a good night, lads. It's been a good one. And yeah, like I said, we'll be back on Saturday to hopefully wrap this up. Is your deck disgusting enough for Keter? We'll have to see. I think it's one of our best right now, but I don't know if we can build something better. We might be able to. We'll see. But again, that'll be when we get there. We still have to finish off Argalia's posse of pussies, as I like to call them. But that's next time. I may just do a few changes deck. Yeah, we'll set up that. We'll set up the Keter floor to be the most god squad of all time. But yeah, have a good night, lads. Depress calculator for it. Destroy man. Everybody else who stopped by, have a good night, and I'll see you guys on Saturday. See you later.